Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. And I have the pleasure to be joined by the IBF and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Jai Opetaia. Jai, how are you in sunny Saudi Arabia?
Good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm all good, mate. Gutted I'm not with you in Saudi, but we've got this on Zoom. We've locked it in. I mean, what better time? 2 weeks after you become a two-time IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World, mate.
Yeah, man, we're getting there. We're building. So it's good. It's good to be a part of these big Riyadh seasons. So
Definitely, mate, as well. Obviously, that second fight with Mairis Briedis, I mean, I was watching it from here. I mean, great fight again, a dominant performance from yourself. But how do you reflect on that fight with Mairis Briedis?
yeah, it's good. A good 12 rounds. Fighting with someone like Breedis on that level, it's never going to be an easy day in the office. But it's definitely a fight that I feel like it's going to make me a better fighter in the future. Look back at it and I've learned a few things and I've seen a few things I need to improve on. So, it's all positive.
Definitely, mate, as well. Obviously, you've become a two-time world champion. I mean, some fighters are lucky enough to win that world title once, but you've done it twice. I mean, in the space of a year as well. I mean, how did it feel to kind of cement a bit more of your legacy as well?
Yeah, it's good. It's a weird feeling because it's like I never lost it in the first place. You know what I mean? But it was just good to get this. Like the way I looked at it was like a demandatory fight. Still, you know what I mean? I just had to get that demandatory out of the way because that's what they were just having a fuss about. So, but man, it's good to have the IBF belt back. Now I got two of them sitting in my house, so it's good.
Definitely, mate. As well, I have to touch on kind of the photo that done the rounds on social media, where kind of you were both kind of in the hospital together as well after the fight. I mean, talk to me. It's a nice kind of moment when two fighters can kind of obviously settle their business in the ring and then kind of sort of have that familiarity with each other afterwards as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good actually. After the first fight, there was definitely that unfinished business sort of that feel about it. You know what I mean? So it was still a bit, intense energy, but I feel like after that fight, we both earned each other's respect. You know what I mean? We shook hands. We were happy with how it ended. Like I was, you know what I mean? And just his performance as well. You know what I mean? What he did. And bro, I trained hard. You know what I mean? I felt fit. I felt strong. I hit him with some good shots, and like he didn't buckle. I know he would have worked hard as well. So it's just a fight that earns respect.
Definitely, mate, as well. And I think people need to remember that that was like that is the second best cruiserweight on the planet as well in the ring with you that night as well. It's not kind of any other fight or any other defense. It was the second best cruiserweight in the world as well. I do want to kind of touch on obviously we spoke before your fight with Breedis. Obviously, you made it very clear that a unification was your intention next winning back that but with IBF belt. I mean, there's a certain matter of Chris Smith versus Richard Riakporhe over here in the UK. I mean, it's happening in 2 weeks. Kind of, if you were to fight the winner, I mean, who do you think you'll be fighting in out of Chris Smith and Richard Riakporhe?
Man, oh, I'm not sure. And honestly, it doesn't bother me. I just want to fight for that WBO. I want to start collecting these belts. We've spoke about it so many times, and I constantly tell everyone that I want to unify this whole division. So I just want that process to start happening. You know what I mean? Whoever my next fight is, I want to fight for a belt. You know what I mean? Whether it's the WBA, WBC, or WBO, that's what I'm after. So
Definitely, mate. As well, I have to touch on. Obviously, you made it very clear there. Kind of undisputed and unifications is kind of your aim. But I do have to touch on kind of His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. He kind of mentioned you fighting the winner of Beterbiev Bivol when it eventually happens. Obviously, we've got a bit of a time period now due to Beterbiev's injury, but I mean, what a fight that will be once kind of the Beterbiev Bivol situation's kind of arisen for you as well.
yeah, yeah, for sure. That's a fight that I would take 100%. You know what I mean? That's a fight that I would be proud to be a part of. I feel like it's a great fight for boxing and a great fight for the fans. You know what I mean? And they're the type of fights that I want to be a part of. A chess match like that, fighting another great fighter, people will watch that fight over and over again. You know what I mean? So uh, I'd be happy to fight that type of fight. I feel like that's like a world title on its own, just fighting one of those, a name like that. So it's a big accomplishment. But and until that fight comes, you know what I mean. It's all just words, like
Mm.
so. I'm not focused on that right now. All I'm focused on is collecting these belts. You know what I mean. So that's just taking all my energy.
Definitely as well. I do want to touch on obviously the reason why you're in Riyadh this weekend. I mean the Queensberry Matchroom 5v5. I hear you're doing a bit of the work on the broadcast team as well. I mean,
Yeah,
as you're doing that, I can't ask for predictions from you, but very much Team Matchroom this weekend.
team Matchroom, bro. Matchroom's always been good to me. So I'll be back in Matchroom for the 5v5. I feel like this whole concept with the 5v5 is awesome. I love the whole team energy and stuff like that. So hopefully on the next one they can put me as captain and I'll lead the boys to victory. Let's go.
Definitely, mate. As well, if I had to get your pick, like fight of the night, what fight are you most excited for tonight?
um, you know, I honestly I didn't see like I haven't watched too many of the first couple fighters. You know what I mean? But after being at the weigh-in and seeing their energy and seeing how much this fight means to them, like this is life changing for these boys. You know what I mean? So it's even pumped me up a bit more. It's good to be here, good to be a part of this sort of stuff. Um, but I can't look past the main event really. Like Yang and Wilder, that's an exciting fight. So I'm real pumped for that one.
Definitely. I mean, Ford and Ball is my fight of the night. I'm really looking forward to those guys going at it for the featherweight world title as well. I mean, I do want to touch on kind of this. Obviously, you said you've fought on a multiple of these Riyadh seasons as well, Jai. I mean, you're kind of stealing the show on many of them as well. But there is kind of links for a September show at Wembley Stadium. I mean, you mentioned that you want to be captain on a 5v5. Very much something that you'd look forward to fighting at Wembley in September.
Definitely. Yeah, they've been throwing a few dates around and stuff like that. There's nothing locked in 100%, but as soon as they lock a date in, I'll be ready. You know what I mean? This is my life. I've dedicated it to winning these belts. So as soon as they give me a date, we'll be locked in. So I'm just pumped and ready to get back in there. Even looking back at my last performance, I know I can do better. I know I can perform better. I know it's going to make me a better fighter. So I'm excited for the next chapter. You know what I mean?
Definitely as well, and I for one are looking forward to seeing you back in the ring, Jai, as well. I mean, my final one, mate. Thank you for giving me your time today. I mean, I have to move on to kind of July the 2nd. I mean, I hear this is going to be a very, very happy day for you guys in the Opetaia household. Not only is it the anniversary of the first fight of Mairis Briedis, but I hear you're expecting your first child as well, mate.
Yeah, man, got a baby on the way. So that's it's all happening. So it's very exciting. It's a lot of motivation as well. You know what I mean? I've always fought for family, so now I'm starting my own. So it's yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm pumped.
Definitely as well. I mean, you've got that added kind of history there. Obviously, the Briedis fight as well. It must be a nice feeling as well.
Definitely. If it's born on the 2nd of July, that's when I won my first world title. I dedicated my life to winning these world titles. So now I dedicate my life to my family. So it's just it's awesome. It's crazy how it all works out, but it's good.
No, definitely as well. Congratulations to yourself and your family, mate, on
Thank
on
you.
that news as well. I hope everything goes well and everyone's healthy as well, mate. As well, Jai. I mean, we've breezed through my questions today, mate. Have you got any final words, kind of, to the fans expecting your return and to all the people watching the 5v5 tonight as well?
Man, thank you for the support. I appreciate it all. Tune into the 5v5. I reckon it's going to be a cracker fight night. And I'll be seeing you guys over in the UK soon. I think this September fight's going to happen. So, man, I'm looking forward to coming back over. The support I've been getting from the UK and the fan base out there has been awesome. It's not common for other countries to sort of just back me that much. You know what I mean? Like I'm sort of getting more love from the UK than I am in my own country, which means a lot. So I really appreciate it. And I'm keen to come back.
Definitely. Well, everyone, I can speak for everyone in the UK. We're keen to have you back, Jai, as well. But no, to the IBF and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight World Champion, Jai Opetaia, thank you again for giving me your time today, mate. And yeah, looking
Thank
forward
you.
to see you in September at Wembley.
I'll see you there, man. Take care of yourself.
Cheers. Take care, Jai. You too.